Hello Gemini, welcome back to my channel. This is a general reading for the first week of August. I'll be using the dark mirror to start out with. This is the shadow and I will go towards the witch's wisdom. And then I do have this spell casting and we will close it out with a witchcraft, but I will also use tarot to clarify. And as always, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, tap the button and hit the bell. If you like a personal reading with me, that information is in the description box down below. Okay, so let's see what cards want to come out. This is a brand new deck for me, so I'm going to maybe refer to the book. We do have this beautiful elf, number 5, and it's gilded regret. So as you're seeing here, she's gazing, and this is this beautiful golden hair elf, and she's got these spikes that are going up. So this is that connection. There's a higher connection here, but where are you stuck? So with this beautiful watery blue dress, you know, where are you stuck within your emotions at this time? We have here her face, she's gazing. So is she gazing at the past of what I should have done, what I didn't do? So when the card of the regret comes up, normally this is the card that says, hey, you've already experienced that which you have experienced. Hasn't it already been experienced? And do you really want to stay within this? And like I said, I wanted to see what cards come out for the first week. So if you're living in the past right now, you're to just give yourself, as the number 5 here, 5 minutes and really look at it. But even in those 5 minutes, can you just sit there and look at the time from the past up until now and what you have experienced? Can you really look at that? Can you look at the things that you have exchanged for your own happiness? Is there any regret? Where is this regret coming from? Is this regret draining you? So again, when things have already happened, right, the regret is always regret of the past, but the past experiences are gone. It's not here anymore. So do you want to sit and brew on regret? Or do you want to bring the wisdom of what you have experienced? So number 5, so you can change the experience to the future experience by the wisdom of the things of the past. Because regret is saying it shouldn't have gone that way, but there are no shoulds in life. The things go the way they go, and they ask for you to release them without regret. What can you do today? What would your future self do now? So it's about shifting your energy from a place of sorrow, from a place of gazing towards the past, and use that energy and bring it into what can I bring in my present moment without any regret. So, you know, sometimes we stay in things a little too long, and or you know, it's not too long or too short, it's whatever that you need, but it's asking you, you know, where are you sitting right now? Are you still in the past with some things? I should have done that. Oh, I should have saw that coming. But you know, your self was not ready at that time. You weren't consciously aware of those things. It's time now for you to become air. Look at this again. There's a lot of connection here, right? What are you giving your thoughts to? Because whatever you're giving your thoughts to, it is what is being created with the card of imagination. The card of imagination is asking you, what are you imagining would have been different, right? It's like the witch is looking at that, at the past. So what is your imagination telling you? Are you able to see things from a new perspective? Are you still looking backwards? Because right now, whatever you can imagine is what you're bringing forth. So if the thoughts are in the past, what didn't go right, and all that old story, it is asking you now not to be afraid and to really look at it so you can go right through it. Work with the element of air, which is stilling the mind. It's about meditation. It's really in regards to yourself. It's about writing. It's about reading. It's about really connecting with your higher self. And that time comes through your contemplation by walking in nature or anything it is that you want to do, because this air card is about breathing through the past and not staying in a place of regret. So it's asking you to really see things with clarity now, you know, having clear vision of what was experienced, but don't stay in a place of regret of what you could have, should have, and didn't do, or why you didn't see something coming. It's a great time of fertility with the air card. It is asking you to blow in the direction of new beginnings and not of the past. So when you are, you know, on this witch's broom, is that you want to go through that. You're not here to go backwards and stay in that space, because whatever has happened has already happened. So we don't need to recreate that. So it's about, what did I learn? What knowledge have I gained? What wisdom have I gained? And what is it right now that is coming through me? Are these thoughts for my higher good, or are these thoughts keeping me in a place of the past? So it's really shifting your vibration. Let's see what the spellcaster really card. So for some of you, this is about family. And this is saying, so some of you could be having regrets when it comes to family. Some of you could be having regrets about not having a family. Some of you are imagining having a family and having a regret that, you know, you didn't get married, or that you didn't have kids, or a regret on how some things went when it came to your mother, your daughter, your child, whatever that this is for you. But can you imagine things healing? Again, don't stay in the past, but learn from it so you can imagine a better family, a more happier time, more together time. And this is now coming in saying, you know, what are you visioning for yourself? What vibration are you holding? If some of you want a family, then this card is saying to imagine it and see it. And this is regret, you know, about how is it that you're thinking right now. If there's some regret when it comes to family, when it comes to a broken family, right? Something that is already done. Again, it's the past. So let's see what cards come out to clarify with the Gilded Regret. You know, where are you in regret when it comes to, yeah, look at that, some harsh words. So, you know, there's some harsh words, there's fast moving energy here, some things that you need to cut out. Again, the way you think, the way you speak, the things of the past, the way other people have spoken to you, these are all, it's air energy. One more time, is showing up quite a bit for you. So our thoughts, you know, we need to look at what we are thinking and the words that we are speaking as well when it comes to, oh, I wish I didn't, oh, I regret. But those are lower energies, and we're here to raise our vibration and to come from the place of the heart and to recognize that all our experiences up until this point have been experiences to take us to a new version of ourselves based on the wisdom of those experiences, whatever that those are for each individual, right? So with the card of imagination, yeah, see how it falls sideways. And this is in regards to a wish that you have. There's a wish and a desire. So the Eight of Cups, and it's upright, would be leaving. So there's a bittersweet. It was great, but not so great. So again, but as you see, there are no regrets. The cups are not spilt. So this is like looking at, okay, it was full. I had a full life during that time. Whether this is a relationship, whether this is family, whether this is a job, whatever that this is for each individual. So this is saying, you know, you're in between, you're crossing. In this way would be like, I'm still stuck. There's a fear of me leaving things behind. But in this way, you're transforming from the energies, and it's just saying you're in the process. So during the process of shifting, can you think about your desires? Can you think about healing any wounds when it comes to family? Can you bring love to that? Can you now recognize that everything has to do with divine timing? So if any of you are during a separation or anything of that nature, it is saying it's all about the timing when it comes to that. So if you need healing when it comes to family, if you need healing in a relationship, it's about, again, understanding whatever that you're thinking and you're imagining is what you're bringing to fruition. And this is the card of divine timing, wishing upon a star, right? So this is what is it that you're asking for. Again, with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, look at that. And well, this card came out first. I'm just going to put this out. And it's the Five of Pentacles, leaving things behind. Again, the Five of Pentacles is the card. You have double fives. So you could be seeing fives. Fives is about change. And sometimes there's a feeling of loneliness, of leaving things behind. And there can be great regret in that. But again, it's about change. We're always changing. We're always shifting. So allowing things to come and being more gentle with yourself. Things don't need to go at that speed. So watching your thoughts, watching your mind, watching the way you communicate. And then we do have the card. Look at that. We have the card of the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords in its reversal. The things that have kept you up at night. So what you are leaving behind, you know, is the imagination of the past. The nightmare is over. And it's asking you to really recognize that, to leave the emotional and the mindset, that mindset is to shift into greater imagination, into greater clarity. The south node is the karmic lessons. The north node is your higher self. And then we've got the east west, so all directions. So how are you thinking at this time? You know, when we look at the things, we don't go, oh, it was just such a bad experience, or I can't believe this happened. You know, that brings the Nine of Swords. But when we look at it and go, you know, that life, those experiences, that relationship, that partnership, that marriage, that job, whatever that it is for you, it was great until it wasn't. The time was up for me to come out of nightmares, for me to come out of depression, sadness, not sleeping at night. And it is time for me to now move on to my next experience, one that is greatly abundant. So if some of you have regrets of not having a family, the Empress is also a card that gives birth. So for some of you, this is a wish to give birth, to actually have a child or have a family. It's all in divine timing, to trust it. For others of you, if there's a wish of coming together with family, again, divine timing. And yes, there's a new beginning on the horizon. This is knowing that she sits knowing she's the Empress. She is Gaia. She's Mother Earth, and she recognizes her own abundance. She's very abundant within a family. So this is a wish come true. So wish something transforms that was really verbally toxic. There's a lot of regrets here. And then it's our using our imagination to transform it. So if you could see it healed, if you can see yourself pregnant, if you can see yourself with a new idea in this moment, in this present moment, then what happens is that all that you desire comes in this place, right? So it's like saying, for you to really trust it. Is there any other message? Yeah, the Ace of Cups. So again, it wanted to flip, and look at this, we have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. So this is new way judgment. Yeah, it's about liberating yourself. So this is liberation from the past, really reconciling with it, not being in any judgment. Everything that has happened had to happen the way it needed to happen for every individual soul's growth. You don't need to understand it, but you don't need to sit in judgment of it either, because then you're judging your experience instead of accepting it, right? And that's the freedom, that's liberation. When we come and we liberate ourselves from the regrets from the past, because they were just experiences, to what? To bring you into this beautiful, this place of receiving, of new life, of new love. So everything that has happened is really to bring you, look at that, the 8 with the Ace comes to the 9th cup. So this is saying, use your imagination of what real happiness, what real love is, how it feels to have overflowing abundance emotionally. So it's saying there's great new love coming in for you with the Sun card. This is new birth, new ideas. For those of you that want to get pregnant, have kids, the answer to this reading would be yes. For those of you that see yourself living a very abundant, new, much more light-hearted life filled with love and liberation, the answer is yes. So this is a beautiful reading, one that is based on where you're meant to be. This is trusting in the universe, in the divine feminine within yourself, and nurturing yourself as you are on this new journey, one that is filled with greater love and liberation, freedom of the past and any regrets that are associated with it. All right, I keep dropping my cards. Let's close you out. And it says, I love my body. So it says, love your body. And we clearly see that here, right? With the feminine, with the Empress. So this is about really nurturing and loving yourself, male or female, from the inside out, and bringing yourself where you are the star, where you are being seen, where you're here to shine, to heal, and to liberate yourself, and to also nurture your body and maybe get some sun. Until next time, sending you much love, much love. Namaste.